Good morning and welcome to my thought for the day. My thought for the day today is it's the little things that matter. In the following video, I'm going to show you a few slides and show you what matters to the Thomas family, show you the things that I've probably appreciated and taken notice of like never before. And it's those little things that matter. While we've been doing our hours exercise a day, we've discovered something called Somerset Wood near to where we live. It's going to cover 9.5 hectares, 23 acres, and comprise 11,281 trees. Each tree represents one person killed in Somerset in the First World War. It's a lovely, tranquil, peaceful place to go where you can see the Blackdown Hills and you can see the Quantocks, and you've got a lovely view of Hestercombe House, which is near us, another lovely place to go and visit. We're very lucky, we're very blessed with lovely walks around us. Whilst on duty, looking after some children at school, one morning I had a lovely surprise. Mrs. Chippendale had baked us one of her fantastic sourdough loaves, and we were very lucky. I took it home. Boys pulled it apart. They dipped it in some balsamic vinegar, olive oil, and some Parmesan cheese. Uh, it didn't last very long, not even long enough for a picture of it. So I'm terribly sorry, but hopefully you saw Mrs. Chippendale's video last week and you saw how to make it and probably a lovely picture of it. It was delicious and a very thoughtful gesture. We are very lucky in our house. I have a sister who is the most amazing cake baker, and the boys receive one of Auntie Debbie's cakes every birthday. We tried to emulate one of these cakes. We got the recipe from her, and the boys followed it, and I think they made a pretty good job of it. And again, it didn't last long, but this time I managed to get a picture, and within 5 minutes, the cake was no longer, as you can imagine. Again, we're very lucky. We live near the canal. We also have a pond near us, and this recently has had ducks and ducklings and swans and cygnets. Very proud parents showing off their cygnets and their ducklings. But I was not allowed to get too close. They were pretty upset when I tried to get any closer to take any pictures, but understandably so. Unfortunately, not all of the ducklings and cygnets make it to full-grown adulthood, which is a bit of a shame. And but did you know that the Queen owns all the swans in England? I've even turned my hand to a bit of gardening. Um, and I managed to plant some peas, some rocket, and some carrots, and it's been just eye-opening just watching them grow. I've never really noticed this before. My father was a great keen vegetable grower, and they just used to appear. I never really appreciated the whole process of planting a seed and it growing into adulthood, and then uh, ha- um, harbouring the fruits of my father's labour. And I hope I get a crop like the one in the picture, but I'm not sure that that's going to happen. And I don't think I'm going to produce enough to feed my boys either. But we'll give it a go. So this is how my boys have been spending a bit of downtime, especially during the time where we were only allowed out for an hour in between studying. George, he was meant to be doing GCSEs, but unfortunately those aren't taking place this year. But he has been studying hard, and Josh is first year GCSE, so he's also been studying hard at King's College. But they've invented the Thomas Challenge, and if you'd like to compete, please send me your clips. I'd love to see them. They had lots of fun, and they had lots of attempts, and eventually we got there in the end. I decided that I was going to use the material that I had bought a few, I think around Christmas time, and I was going to cover my outdoor sofa. And I'm very proud of my efforts here. Along with my Singer sewing machine, I've managed to cover the sofa, and we've been able to use it in this lovely weather recently. Thoughtful gesture. The nursing home where Mr. Thomas's mother lives, they sent us some flowers to say that she was being well looked after, and we were not to worry as we couldn't visit. It really touched our hearts that the nursing home were thinking of us when we often thought of them looking after the elderly residents. A tear to my eye is a plant that my late mother gave me. This has decided to bloom beyond all my expectations, and it's been lovely seeing the buds develop into full-blown flowers. I even found out its name, but I'm not going to embarrass myself and try and pronounce it. So would I have noticed and really appreciated all these things had it not been for the recent events? Probably not, as we live a very busy life. I guess I'm trying to say that we need to have more hope, or we need to have hope that the future brings joy and happiness, and it's important we treasure little things in life and live in the moment, as we have had a little more time to reflect recently. I couldn't help but share this though, a bit of light-heartedness. This was sent to me by a fellow teacher trying to remote teach her pupils. I think one of them lives in France.
Well, I was wondering what to do when my thoughts quickly turned to you. Just because you are my friend, and I just need a reason to reach out. But there's nothing to talk about. It's not New Year's, you're not sick, or your birthday, Groundhog's Day. Nothing to congratulate. Out of ideas and